Hello, Teaquilters. Today is Wednesday, November 6th, 2024. It is 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're here for live sew and chat. We're also live. No, we're here for just live chat. And we're also live Saturdays, 8 to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time for live sew and chat, where I most definitely will be sewing, and or sometimes I have a very large haul that I may put on Saturdays, but mostly I'm sewing. So come join us. Also have a Facebook page, Teaquilts LLC. You're more than welcome to join that group as well. Make sure that you answer the 4 questions so that you can gain permission to access that site. So I was just going through here trying to figure out order stuff that I did. I was, ooh wee, 15. Okay. Um, This is a friction erasable pen that I don't really use. Somebody gave it to me. So, welcome guys. Hold on, I'm just looking up something before I... All right. I think I'm done with that. So, hopefully you all are having a great day. Let's see, since Saturday, I took Sunday off. And then Monday, Tuesday, and today, I have been doing a lot of desk work at my computer, so I haven't had a chance to sew at all. Trying to get caught up on retreat stuff. I got Scrap Quilting Club coming up for 2025. I need to just have some general idea of what it is that I'm going to be working on as far as projects are concerned. So I've been kind of working on that. It seems like I've been doing some other stuff over there, but maybe it's just mostly retreat related, because retreat got so many different aspects, and I'm trying to get my documents lined up. So we'll talk about retreat tonight. Also, I have November birthday shout outs tonight, so we'll wait for people to make sure that, see if they get an opportunity or a chance to get in here so I can do birthday shout outs. And yeah, I think that's it. We'll talk about the Teaquilts 2025 charity project in case you also want to participate in that. You may want to do that. It's very easy one this time. I feel it's very easy. So maybe some people might want to contribute to that. So we'll talk about that. But let's go ahead and see who's in the chat right now. Let's see. Cool Gal's here. So she's just listening. Her thumbs up is done. So that's a reminder, if you haven't hit the thumbs up button already, please go out, because if your name is not at the top, you're not going to miss it. And just hit the thumbs up button and come on back in. It really helps circulate the videos as suggestive videos on YouTube. Dee Branson's here. Brenda Foley, Maddie Barnum, T. Roberts, Deborah Holloway, Teresa Dawkins, Sin Forrest, Francis Jackson, C. Joy Creations, Kim R., Vivian Calvey, Peggy O'Connor, She's listening and sewing along with you tonight. She's paid the rent, so thank you so much. And when somebody put their paid the rent, because we had some new people listening before, that means that they've already hit their thumbs up button. So thank you so much for that. We just don't want to get newbies confused. Sandy Agger's here. Remo JS says, good evening, Miss T and Quilt. Just thumbs up, show your love and support to our honest educator. Hey, Remo, welcome to the chat. Paula S is here. Paula, I got your registration form. So just let me know how you're going to do what you're going to do and let me know what's up with that. Melena Montoya is here. Anita Scott. Sue GSD says that we have 231 days until retreat 2025. And it seems like it's a lot, but a lot of days, but sometimes it don't seem like it's a lot of days. So yeah, it's over 6 months away, but still, you know, the year is ending. It's so weird how, to me, I feel like I've just lost track of 2024 and it's just gone too fast for me. So I can't believe we're already in November. And I walked into the post office today and they already got a Christmas tree up. So that's the first place I've been, because I don't really go to malls or shopping stores like on a regular basis. So I haven't been like to Sam's Club or anything like that. So it's my first time seeing a Christmas tree for the year. So just weird. Judy Smith's here. Darcy Savali is also reminding everybody to hit that thumbs up. Bonita Nance is here. That's what I forget when I see Bernine. I keep forgetting that I need to send a so busy email, but I do need to do that. Let's see, Claudette Hall. A lot of you are saying hi to each other, so Louis Afford. Remo's working on gemstone blocks in All People Quilt, so that's cool. Gemstones. All People Quilt is the website blog name for American Patchwork and Quilting, for those that don't know. June Hansen's here. My brother's here saying hello. Zandra Odom is here. Dorothy Battle saying her rent's paid. Deborah Quilts is here. Sheila Willis. Let's see. Mona Resendez is here from Atlanta. Monty Pep says that Walmart have had a tree up for 3 weeks now. My husband has been going to Walmart, so I haven't been in Walmart, but I kind of figured Walmart probably had them up before Halloween. Okay, way before Halloween, because that's what they do now. It used to be before Thanksgiving, now it's before Halloween, so it doesn't surprise me. That's why I made it clear that I wasn't in any places that you would normally see a Christmas tree, so I was really shocked that the post office had it up already. So they did also decorate for breast cancer month, and then what they did was they took the wrap paper, because they kind of had like wrapping paper on the walls. They had a whole 2-wall section that you know, because they got, you know, different divider places in the post office, but they had 2 good chunks of space, wall space, that they used. And then they had a tree up, but it was a smaller tree, and you could, if you bought stamps or something, you could put your name on somebody's who you were praying for with breast cancer or something like that. But I didn't need any stamps. I buy my stamps about 100, so I wasn't just going to buy stamps to put somebody's name on a tree. I already got plenty stamps at home, so. And I didn't see anybody over there like looking at the tree. People were just, if you know, every once in a while somebody be putting a name on the tree, but nobody was over there like trying to see whose name was on the tree. So I'm like, what's the point? Minnie Doula's here. Make sure. Lana Dean, I did miss somebody. I thought I said Cynthia Shea, but just in case. Sin says we're 14 shy. Please thumbs up and thank you. Thank you, Sin Forrest. Sue says she's getting ready to send out 3 quotes for hurricane relief. Another friend of mine lost everything. She was asking for Christmas ornaments, but she will also be getting a quilt, so that's cool. Yeah, that's one of the things that I do like. I know some people like matching trees, but I kind of like individual ornaments because they have special meaning, especially if you get them from particular places. Because most times you buy a single ornament, it kind of means something to you. Even if it's like a bear, maybe you remember when you were a kid and you had this favorite teddy bear. So it has some kind of memory plug for you. Because I didn't just buy an ornament because it was probably 50 cents, you know? So, yeah. So I do like a hodgepodge. My daughter is on the decorator side of things and she likes a color scheme. Okay, don't just put the junk on her tree. She don't care about no sentimental value. so so she did not get that from me. uh, Brenda Perkins is here. Janet McCarroll and Connie is here. I don't know which Connie is this. Is that Connie S? um Darcy says, I still have my teddy bear. He is 40 years old. Yeah. See, and I kept just a few teddy bears, like the real small ones, because I couldn't keep the real big ones and stuff. But I kept a couple of small ones, and they just really little dust collectors, you know. I don't take care of mine like I should. Hi, Tracy Middlebrook. Welcome, welcome. Steffi told me to tell you hi. Paula M says, yay, I'm a November birthday, but you didn't send it in to me. I don't think. Let me look. If you have your birthday and you want, well, everybody has a birthday if you're breathing. You still have one when you're not here because we celebrate them anyway for you. But if you want a birthday shout out, you need to send it to me via email, teaquilts@teaquilts.com, and then I will add you to the birthday shout out list. I'm trying to go to my gallery because all I did was took a screenshot. Nope. What was that? Nope, I don't have a Paula. Yeah. So let's just start on some of the stuff that I have here. And I'm talking about, you know, I just got papers because I got to keep everything together. I can't just take out one thing and don't do the other. Teaquilts 2025 charity project. And the reason why I like to get it out early for those people that are off during Thanksgiving holiday and or Christmas holiday, then you have the option of submitting, you know, working on that and hopefully participating. It's not required. It's just nice. I normally do an actual retreat day where if somebody needs help on the charity project, then I would set aside 3 hours in the morning on Saturday from 9 to 12 where we'll help people that need help with the charity projects. Or we might have a group of people, like last time we had a group of people that were stuffing, we had people that were sewing, and then we had people that were closing up the openings that we had stuffed for the pillows. So this year I decided that was year number one. We did well, more than year number one, because we also did those string and crazy crumb quilt blocks. So we did that one time. So technically the bags was our second charity project where we did the crossbody bags for the ladies in, I forget, I want to say Ethiopia, but that doesn't sound right. But it was in another country that was underprivileged, and the young ladies couldn't go to school if their periods started because they didn't have anything to put personal hygiene products in that other group was making. So then this group makes the purse that they put those items in. So we made pillows the third year. They were cute little ladybug pillows. Got them made, and hold on. I had cut my fan out down because I was kind of cold when I came in here, but not anymore. um, we made those little ladybug pillows, and they were just cute as all get out. My goal was to have 32. My number always depends on how many people I'm planning to attend retreat, so that it's a realistic goal. But I do hope and pray that we go over, like when we did the pillows, we had 50 something pillows. I can't remember what the end count was. We had 50 something. So we went way over and above. One lady came in and had made like 10 to 12 pillows, but they weren't stuffed. And she even had brought a box of stuffing, but we ended up using all the scrap stuff first that we would normally put into the landfill to fill them, and extra batting pieces we put in those. So I still have that stuffing for some future project if needed. But anyway, this year number 4, we're doing pillowcases. So it's very easy to do pillowcases. And I'm not being real particular about the style of pillowcase that you make. I have a pattern here. You can go to these websites yourself. I don't have links here, but I did send them out. If you sent an email to be added to the Teaquilts newsletter, I sent you a link to 3 different websites that have free pillowcase patterns, and I call them hot dog style. Some people call them burrito style. And the reason why they do that is when that top seam on the inside, it will not be a raw seam. Also, one company, Quilt Maker, has it where your seams are raw. They recommend that you zigzag or serge the edge of the pillow below the top band and the bottom. And then there is 2 other patterns that I have here, and I'm just going to read the name of the site, and you can try to figure out where to find it because I don't have any links here. But again, if you were on the Teaquilts newsletter, it went out last Friday, and I gave you links to 3 different, or attachments. I actually attached each one. I didn't even give you a link. I put the attachments in the bottom of the email so that you could decide which one of these you wanted to make for yourself. What I like about Quilt Maker is that I'll just show it, but it's just called Quilt Maker, and they just call it pillowcase instructions. That's all they say. It was done in 2006, and this is the one that has the raw seams. I do like them when they have the little band, the little flange right here. I like that as well, so I tend to do those with mine. But again, this one is raw edge. If you want to do one where it's French seams, for those that understand that, or if you read the pattern, you can figure that out for yourself as well. We've got All People Quilt, which is just what Remo's working on, a project from them. And it's called the 1 Million Pillowcase Challenge, called Roll It Up. Let me show it to you so you can see the front when you go over there. Because all you have to do is go to these sites, like Quilt Maker site or allpeoplequilt.com. You go to those sites, and then you just search for the name of the pattern, and it'll give you a list of patterns that have, like, sometimes I don't even put like roll it up. I'll just put roll, and it'll give me everything that has roll in it, and I can just select from the picture what I'm looking for. But you're basically, if you just put in the 1 Million Pillowcase Challenge, I'm sure it will come up. It's, how many pages do we have? It's a 4-page pattern, whereas Quilt Makers was 1 page. So you get a lot more photos. Also, this one has a French seam, so it's a couple more steps. It's not really difficult to make a French seam pillowcase. You just make a small seam, say like a 1/4 inch seam, with your wrong sides together instead of right, and then you flip it inside out, and then you do like a 1/2 inch seam with your right sides together, and that's how you make a French seam in a simplistic way. So that's the second company. The third one is by Jennifer Offenstein. I'm going to put up here so you can see Her last name is spelled Ofenstein. She calls it hot dog, comma, a pillowcase. And she's at sohooked.com. But this is hers. It's quite a few pages. So let me see how many pages. She's very heavy on photos. 1, see, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5 pages, just a little bit more than the other one, but her pictures are a little bit smaller because she's got lots of pictures in here. And I want you to, you know, like this one page is a whole lot of pictures. I tend to like my pictures when I'm doing pictures. I like them to be 3 inches or larger so you can really see the detail. But these are not bad pictures. So, especially when you're trying to reduce the number of pages that somebody is going to print. But she's really heavy on the photo. It's a French seam as well, but she's heavy on photo instructions of absolutely every step. So you know exactly what it is that you're doing. So that's that. That's also... That project goes for a quilt retreat. This going for Scrap Quilting Club, and it's also open to Teaquilters if you want to participate in the charity project for 2025. Again, I'm looking for a minimum of 40 pillowcases, and then they're due by the end of May, because when I come back from retreat, that's going to be the deadline date for everybody else. I don't want to be waiting for them to come in the mail. I want to have the ones that come here, then I can take them to retreat to show everything at one time. And then I only need the ones from people that are not attending retreat to be given to me in hand, in person, or if you're local, or mailed to me by the end of May 2025. Okay, because we're going to be, as soon as I come back from retreat that next week, I'm going to be getting rid of them, because pillowcases are easy to get rid of. We give a lot of quilts, but to a lot of organizations, but you can just walk into veteran homes, you can walk into nursing homes. They can always use a pillowcase, and then they always got washing machines right there. So if they want to wash everything prior to giving them to their consumers, then they can also do that as well. But who don't want a pillowcase? You got children agencies, homeless people use them to carry for bags, and then they can also use it as a pillow. So it's so many things that you can do with a pillowcase. So I'm looking forward to that, to see what we come up with. I'm sure we're going to have way more than 40. I am positive. So... okay, Tracy, I will. Yeah. Lana says, good evening, everyone. Put my Christmas tree up. I will decorate it the weekend with a friend. So that's cool. Christmas, if I had to pick a holiday, Christmas would be my favorite holiday, just because people seem to be a lot happier for the most part, unless it's the last toy on the shelf or something like that. You know, most times people are happy. Sin says, just popped in to say hi and to be and add to the viewership. Thumbs up. We have company and I'm baking bread. Woo, laughing out loud. Good night. Good night. Lady Crafts is here. And Sue says, Sister Chick Quilts has a burrito pillowcase. There are so many. You know, if I don't give any, then I'm going to get questions about, can I get one? If you find one, as I said at the beginning, I'm not particular about whose pattern you use. To me, they all end up being the same. You might cut an inch different here or there, but they all about the same. So I really don't worry about which pattern. I don't care if it's got the raw seams or whatever. I prefer French seams. I'm not going to reject somebody's pillowcase because it's not finished. So I really don't care about all of that. We make them, the quilters make them better than what they sell you in the store, because when we do the French seam, they don't do that all the time in stores. Only your high-end sheets will do that. So, but you can use any pattern you want. I'm just giving you, I have some suggestions for people that will say, where's the pattern? How do I get a pattern? So that's what I'm doing. Glory Jean is here. Leetta Bryant. Dolores Phelps. So people are giving prayers to Lana, so thank you all so much. Michelle the Quilter is here. And Monty says, my Walmart had a fight in the milk section today. We had a guy who was knocked out cold. Oh my goodness, that's not good. Not good at all. Okay, so I've been working on Scrap Quilting Club. I'm not going to even talk about that. I just wanted to keep everything that I had here together and retreat stuff. So let's see. I didn't bring the last updated sheet in here. Court retreat. Make sure I said that right. I didn't bring the last list in here. We only got a few people that apparently haven't been seeing my emails. I think it's like 4 people now that haven't paid their last payment or 2. That one's paid. This one's paid. Hold on, I'm on the wrong chart. That's why it's not making sense. You got 1. Let's see. 2, 3, just 4. So we got 4 people that haven't done their final payment. So we're almost done with payments. I'm trying to definitely get through with that as soon as possible. And that's what I've been working on a lot is payments, because you know I normally do about a week, but then when it gets to the end, or around payment time, I'm doing them more and more. Also, it took a little time to compile that newsletter information that was mostly about retreat, I will say that. So working on that. We got 2 available spaces open. And I guess it depends on accommodations as to how that's going to work. So I'm now working on my next step, which is rooming people that didn't have a roommate of choice. So I have got all the people that put down who their roommates were. And then I've got like, say 8 to 10 people that I'm going to have to assign rooms. So I have no idea. Everybody that's, well, not everybody. A couple of people I know personally on the list, but I don't know everybody to put everybody together. You know what I'm saying? So if you've got a preference of someone who doesn't already have a roommate, you know somebody that's going, you can let me know. I kind of roughly got people grouped up. I'm not going to be reading them off here, but we'll see how this goes, and if somebody wants to change without me putting out who's rooming with who. If you know who you want to room with, just let me know, and then I will see if I can make that happen if they're not already rooming with somebody else. So if you know somebody that's coming to retreat personally and you want to room with them, that would be absolutely fine. So that's one thing. Like I said, retreat is a combination of all kinds of different things. Next piece of paper I was working on is t-shirts. I've got people wanting t-shirts from, it's a little confusing on these t-shirts. I went off of what their paper said because I have all the shirts listed on the paper, but I got people that are ordering 2022 and 2024 shirt, but they didn't order 2025 shirts. So I'm not sure if they didn't want the red shirts or what. I got two people that ordered previous year shirt and not the current year shirt. So I will probably have to end up, once I get everything compiled, I will let you all know what I have down for shirts, because my next job, I'm still working on retreat stuff, is to go. I've already ordered 2025 shirts. So if you are Claudette Bettis or Sue Moore, So I think Sue is in here. Claudette's going to look at the upload. Did you get your 2025 t-shirt at retreat? Because I offered that at retreat so I wouldn't have to hold the shirts for a year for people that were at retreat in 2024. I can't remember if you got your shirts or not. I still have you on the list. I just want to take your name off if you already have your shirt. I don't need to know who bought a shirt. I just need to know who needs me to bring a shirt to Quilt Retreat and have it pre-packaged so I know that it's your shirt in your size. It just makes it easier when I'm at retreat instead of going through people coming up to me one by one whenever it's convenient or they're available, because you're going to need this shirt on for the bus trip the next day. So I don't want to be spending all day as people are arriving, because people come at different times. I want to make sure that I get people their stuff. And so Sue says, yes, I have my shirt. I thought so, but I didn't want to take you off. So let me take Sue off. And then Claudette is the only other person that's on my list. Well, not the only one, because my friends are something else, because my own friends sit there and don't get their stuff taken care of because they know they see me twice a month, okay? A minimum of twice a month. So they don't even do what they supposed to do. So I still got my friends on the list. But I will be sending out just a list eventually of the people that I have down for t-shirts and what year or years you want a t-shirt from. So I have that. And then I need to go into stock and go count by year. And when I say by year, I don't put the years on the t-shirt, so you can always recycle and wear your Teaquilts t-shirts. You have to keep track of what year your shirt's for. I probably, when I do my quilt, I will probably add the years in vinyl or machine embroidery or something to mine. I didn't want to put it on the shirt in case you miss a year. You don't have a particular shirt, but you come back the next time. Maybe you won't have the particular shirt color that we're looking for, but you will have a Teaquilt shirt. If you put a year on it, then you feel kind of weird wearing a shirt that's dated 6 years ago. So I didn't want to do that. So that's why the shirt color changes, the ink color changes, but I don't put the year on the shirts. And eventually, I'll have a t-shirt quilt of some kind, so it'll be a good reference in the future, but it's not enough to be worrying about a t-shirt quilt now. I gotta take a drink, guys. I thought I had this open, but I guess I closed it, and now I closed it so far because I've knocked this cup over a time or two when I don't want to knock it over. Tighten it back up. But yeah, so working on t-shirts. Next, still working on paperwork because I got to now go and this is all the labor-intensive stuff that goes along with Quilt Retreats, trying to keep everything organized. So that's what I'm doing. Also, I have started a sewing machine list. Except that, when I get to my computer, I cannot remember sewing machine model numbers. I'm trying to see if I had a paper up here with my list of sewing machines. I don't have all of my sewing machines listed on here because I sew on my Bernina myself, so there's no need for me to put the Bernina 770 on here. I do have a Bernina Record 830 though. So I needed to come in here because when I started my list, I've just got FOF and FOF. I have two different FOF sewing machines, and so I need to update that information. So let me do that now while I'm thinking about it. And then the other FOF is I guess I didn't put it on. Is it not on here? Even right here on my list, I don't have the Brother or the Juki model numbers, okay? I think Juki is 2. No. I don't know. I'm blocking right now. I don't even know what my Brother and Juki. Brother has a P in it, PSL. or SQ 1500 maybe. Y'all help me. Y'all know what these machines are. And then how come I don't have the other FOF on here? Older version, Bernina. I don't have that FOF, and I don't have the Janome. I don't know that model number either. So I'm going to have to, I need to go and make me a list of my sewing machines in the computer, apparently, because how many is on this list? 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah. Yeah. Sad. Just sad. Your brother is it a SL? Or is it a PSL or PQ 1500? It's got something with a P in it. Juki is 2010. Yes, thank you. I'm like, y'all know what I got. I've shared this information with you all. Oh my goodness. Hey, Mary F. Remo's reminding you guys to hit the thumbs up button, so thank you, ma'am. Sue talking about they hired a Juki is the TL. Thank you. TL 2010. Thank you. So I'll go put it in my computer. I need to take this other list and put all the machines, but this is just a list of the sewing machines that go to the thing, and then I have, Sue has 5 that she will bring if people use them. I'm finding that most people are not wanting to use the older machines for some reason, but they do sew pretty good, but they're just not used to them and comfortable with them, so they're not doing that. I don't want to turn this the wrong way. Yeah, I think the brother is 1500, but it's like some kind of PSL or PQL, because I don't know if it's got quilting in it or what, but at least I'm close. Brother 1500 is good. You all will know what that means. And then I'll look it up too when I get there. I just brought this in here because I have no idea what that Janome is. And I'm going to have to trot my little self downstairs because I told you all I had got a shelf. And it's working out very well. I've got probably about 8 machines on it now. I got 2 more that needs to go on it. I'm going to have to just take my little self downstairs with my piece of paper when I go do these t-shirts. And, yeah. And write this information down. So, Claudette and Sheila already got their machine request because they were there last year needing a machine. So I already have their machine request. We'll be doing that. Another sheet of paper that I'm working on has 3 things that I'm collecting. I'm collecting data from the state people are coming from. I get that off of your registration form. It also lets me know who I don't have a registration form from, because I got a 0 in your spot instead of a state abbreviation. And if you don't submit your registration form in advance, just a public service announcement, that will be your first task at retreat. And I don't think anybody wants completing a registration form to be your first task at retreat, because we're not going to let you go any further, because I have to have you registered in order for you to be at retreat. So it's very imperative that I get your retreat registration form. That information is used for the facility in case they need to get in contact with you. So that's that. Oh, and the other thing that I have is, if this is your first time at quilt retreat, at a quilt retreat ever, like any quilt retreat. And I think Deborah Sims Brown is the only one that's told me that this is her first retreat. Thank you, Sue. She says it's PQ. See if I can find it. PQ 1500. And I'll double check it too when I get downstairs, because once I'm down there, I may as well check them all at that point, right? But thank you. Dorsey says she still has her mom singer from the 70s. That's cool, cool. I thought my grandmother was going to have a singer in a table. Electronic, not necessarily a featherweight. But it ended up being a clone. She had the clone. I said I should have known, because, you know, my grandmother and them, they were poor. There was probably no way she was going to get a name brand machine. But she had a clone. I still have it. I just don't use it. I did. When I got it home, I brought it home from Birmingham, Alabama, and I cleaned it, made sure everything was in working order, oiled everything, and then it hasn't been used in years. I have never really sewed anything of purpose on it. I think I've just sewed like some strings on it, and that was it. And then also, if I know if this is your first Teaquilts retreat, so I also just keep track of that, so we can always properly welcome our new people to retreat. And when I get to retreat, I'm not going to be trying to remember everything without having some kind of cheat sheet. Okay. We already talked about payments, and I think that's it for retreat. If anybody got any questions about retreat, you can ask them. A part of your retreat fee is your bus trip, so you're automatically going to be added to that. So you don't have to worry about registering for the bus trip. When I start sending that information out and saying what the cost of the bus is, that's for the people that are not attending quilt retreat. So I've had a couple of people a few times send me payments for the bus trip, and they were part of retreat. So we don't want you to do that. So the bus trip is included in your cost of retreat. If any of the local quilters want to go, that's when I charge just those local quilters whatever is going out on the flyers. Whatever they charge me, I just divide it up by the number of seats on the bus, and then we go from there. I thought somebody was sending me something. And Paul, I do see you sent the CashApp earlier today. I was watching YouTube and fell asleep today. So yeah, I think that's it for retreat. Deborah says your choice of sewing machine. Deborah Holloway. Let me go back to my sheet. Darcy says this is her first time attending any retreat or a Teaquilts retreat. I'm trying to figure out if this is your first time attending any retreat. That's Darcy and Deborah. She says your choice of sewing machine for me, and this is my first quilt retreat I did. Hold on. Well, then that might have been you that sent it, Deborah, instead of Deborah Sims Brown. So I'm going to take Deborah Sims Brown off, because I don't remember getting it from two people. It was just one person that sent it a couple of times. And I didn't go back and check emails because I'm just doing rough sheets right now. It's harder for me to collect data on a screen when I've got a line of 40 people. It's easier for me to print out a sheet and then go fill it in as needed in pencil, and then go back and update my computer. Because on the screen, it just seems like all them lines, by the time I get down to the end, the lines start moving up and down on my eyes after I look at it for a while. Like I said, I've spent all day yesterday and today working on just paperwork. Okay, I got you, Darcy. Okay, and then I'll put Deborah on the sewing machine. What do you normally sew with, Deborah? Because that'll make it the easiest. I got so many sheets here, y'all. I got to keep up with them. So on the sewing machine list, I want to add Deborah. And I'll just put an H so I don't get her mixed up with Deborah. Because we got both of them coming. And I got your name down, Deborah. And then, you know, if I know what you're sewing on, I try to see if I have. That's why when I buy machines, I know you all think I'm crazy. I have two reasons I buy different brands of machines. I just don't have Viking anything because I just didn't like them. But, you know, if something come up reasonably priced, I might do it. But right now, I saw one, the Viking Rose, for about, I don't know, $800 or something. I'm like, I don't like Viking like that. So I wasn't gonna do it. She has a baby lock pesto too, so she sews on a baby lock. Okay, I'll put that down here. Because if I can get you something similar, like I got my baby lock Elagio, I'll just put your name up here. I'll put your name right on up there. And that way you'll be already, you know, like, I try to get people similar to what they're kind of sewing on, because then it makes it a lot easier. I try to make sure I have 1/4 inch foot, or if I don't have 1/4 inch foot, I try to let you know how to set the machine so that it is a 1/4 inch foot. That's on one of my FOFs. It doesn't have a 1/4 inch foot based on the needle position when it starts. So you have to basically move the needle position over. And I kind of like that though, because then I can use a fat regular foot, have more grip on my fabric, and then the needle just moves where it needs to go. So I kind of like that. Elaine Doucette's here. Hey Elaine, welcome, welcome. And Elaine Doucette, we're talking about people that that are coming to quilt retreat. She's telling me what machine. I'm like, I don't remember her name. But that's good to know. She sews on a baby lock Imagine, so that's cool. Sheila Grimes is here saying hello to everybody. So yeah. So birthdays, let's do that. We're at 7:50. I was trying to make sure people weren't late. And then I'll just talk about, I got not this. This is just sitting there, but I'll talk about this and this. And see if you all have had any experience. So November birthdays. So 2 birthdays have already passed for this month. I don't have a whole lot. I think I got 6 birthdays. Tiffany Groff's birthday was November 4th. So I got her on Facebook, wished her a happy birthday. And then we also had Mary Franzen on November 5th, yesterday. I can't remember if I wished you happy birthday or not, because I stayed off social media as much as I could yesterday. I think I posted a couple things in the Teaquilts group, and then I got right on back off because, yeah, I didn't want to be with the Facebook drama yesterday. So we have those 2 people that birthdays have passed. A happy belated birthday to you both. We have coming up birthdays is Dolores Phelps, November 20th. And then Nancy Gus, whose birthday is November 21st. Helena Carter, whose birthday is November 25th. So happy birthday to all of you ladies out there, you quilters. It was all ladies this month. And then I have one memory birthday, and I refuse to take her name off the list because she was so involved in Teaquilts with her illness as she was passing. She was in this Teaquilts group for her life support, and that is Pamela Tabor. She passed away, but I just always want to wish her a happy heavenly birthday. Just let her know some people around the world are still thinking about her. So happy heavenly birthday, Pamela Tabor. And that's it. If you have a birthday, the December list is long. I'm going to have to look at this thing to see if I still see these folks. Um, but December, if you have a December birthday or any birthday, you want me to do a shout out, it doesn't have to be next month. I have a list in the computer, so it doesn't matter when you give it to me. I got them sorted by day, month, and day, so it doesn't matter. Just send it to me anytime. Teaquilts at teaquilts.com, and I will add you to the birthday list. So happy birthday, everybody. Hope you enjoy your birthday month. And then I wanted to talk about real quick, because we don't have but like 9 more minutes, which you would think that that's a good thing for just 2 things here I got. But, you know, I can be Gabby. Oh my goodness. So, I wanted some variegated thread, and I really like Sulky brand, but I want variegated thread on big spools. All of it is expensive. I think if I got, let me show you a spool size for reference so we can reference everything. So these are about the same size. I don't have a new one open. Let's see if they tell you how much is on here. Nope. Sulky thread does not tell you. Wait a minute. $370 meters. That's not a lot of thread. This here is 1,000 meters, so it has more thread than the other spool. And this is isocord thread, variegated. Now, I have used like a spool of Madeira here, there, isocord, Floriani. I'm just not the polyester thread user, and the reason why I don't normally use polyester thread is because I like to press with a hot steaming iron, and sometimes when you press certain threads like Superior Rainbow, for sure, if you press it with a hot iron, it's going to disappear. So if you quilt with that, all of your quilting will disappear. So I kind of stay away from polyester threads. However, I'm thinking I might want to use some of these in my bag making for quilting, just to have some pretty variegated colors. This one you're not going to be able to see, but it has some teals. It's like your primary colors with teal is what I'm seeing included. So I like that because it's kind of like red, yellow, blue, and then it has teal. I think it's teal and not green. It looks teal to me in here, not green. So I like that one. And then this one is your traditional, well, it's got pink in here, pink and green. And they always look different. So it's got like a lighter green and a darker green and a light pink and a darker pink. But it's got like some lime green, maybe some yellow. I see some blue. So this one has primary colors plus pink, and like they did different shades of the blue and the greens and the pink. Okay, so this one is 1,000 meters. Sulky is, I'm assuming it's going to be the same size, 375 meters. It costs like $30 for one spool. I didn't order any because where I was ordering, they didn't have it. And then I got the isocord. This was $15 because it was $14.98. That's $15. So this one was $15. This is 5,000 spools, and it is 5,000 meters. And this is Brother Reed. I don't know if anybody has used new Brother Reed thread before. If you have, let me know in the comments and let me know what you think about it. It's 5,000 meters, and it was only $8 or $9 maybe. I think it was like $8.99, so it probably was $9. So let me know what you think of these threads. I think this one is now on sale this week for $12.50. When I bought it last week, I paid $15. So yeah, I'm going to test these out and see if they'll run on my embroidery machine back here. See if either one of them gives me trouble. I just like to have embroidery spools, and I don't want to buy the sucky small ones like this, but I don't want to pay $30 for spools because, and I guess I could probably call Sucky and see if I can get like a business account or something, because Checker distributor that I order wholesale from does not have Sucky brand thread. Okay, so I can't buy it half price over there. So if I can find it somewhere where I can buy it half price, I might consider that and get the bigger spools, because I like Sulky thread because it has a small repeat. So that's what I'm going to be doing, is just testing these threads out. I might just test them out over here on the Bernina first, just to sew on a white piece of fabric or a black piece of fabric, just to see how the repeat colors come through. I know Superior Thread has very small repeat areas, like up to an inch, inch and a half, and then it goes to the next color and so forth. So I'm going to be testing both of these threads out. But if you've used New Brother Reed thread, you order it, I'm assuming via Amazon, let me know, because I really like to know if you like the thread or not. And I thought, if Deborah Quilts is in here, I thought she ordered from them. Have you used any other variegated threads, or how do you like the regular machine embroidery threads? Just let me know. Let's see. When is quilting retreat? Retreat is June 24th, which is a Tuesday, through Sunday, June 29th. You go back home. We have like a half day, but most people, if your flight's early in the morning, they'll go ahead and leave on their flights. For people that don't have a flight or driving, we have to be out, I think, by 2 p.m. I'm normally trying to be out by 12, because I still probably have some other Teaquilts business, like taking a U-Haul truck back before they close on a Sunday. So it just depends on what's going on. If I have to leave early, I always have my local ladies, Jennifer, Sarah, and Norma. They don't know how to go home, so they'll be there to the end if somebody needs some assisting. But or they'll call me if somebody needs something that they can't handle. But they make sure the final room is cleaned out and stuff like that. So, because by the time retreat's over, your girl is tired. I think I said Pamela Ebell came in. Hopefully Claudette Bettis came in. Claudette, did you get your 2025 retreat shirt at retreat? I think you did. I just need to know before I take your name off my list. And Lenore Thomas, Needle Riot, says hello. Hi, Teaquilts. I have brother, I thought it was R-E-A-D, brother Reed thread, and I've used it, and it's super linty. Oh my goodness. I used the cotton and found it. So she had cotton. So polyester shouldn't be linty, any more linty than normal, but thank you. I appreciate that, because I do use 100% cotton threads, and I do have to clean my machine because they get linty. Even when I have Orfeel, I still got to clean my machine. So it doesn't completely go away. So I appreciate that. Hi, Guess Who Nancy. Welcome to the chat. Hey, Betsy Layton. Welcome, welcome. And then don't forget your mom's scooter. I ain't gonna ever forget that, because it has been a lifesaver in them times where I was just walking way too much. And at retreat, I only use it at the retreat center. I don't like take it out when we go out. Well, the first year I had to take it when we went out, because I knew we were going to be in Jackman's for a long time. And Jackman's is huge. So I took it into, I didn't take it into any other store, but I took it into Jackman's, because I knew y'all was going to go nuts when I first took y'all into Jackman's fabric. So, Hi, Vicki Barnes. It's 8 o'clock. So we're going to be getting off of here in a minute. I don't see anybody having any other questions in here. Also, for people that are watching locally, If you're in the St. Louis metropolitan area and want to join Scrap Quilting Club, November 22nd, I think, the fourth Saturday in November, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. We're having open house for those that are interested in joining the Teaquilt Scrap Club but don't know what it's about. You can come to a meeting if you like. Just opening it up if you're available. It's the week before Thanksgiving. We're going to have a potluck, but you don't need to bring anything. If you do decide to come, you need to just message me, email me, and ask me for address. I just don't put the address out publicly because I don't want to have to deal with people walking in all the time. So I just don't publish that. And also, bring your projects. And if you need, you need an extension cord if you're going to be sewing with your sewing machine, because power is on the outside walls. There is no power in the middle. So we need extension cords to get you some power. So make sure you bring, if you're bringing a sewing machine or needing a light or something like that, also make sure you bring an extension cord. So, okay, Tracy, thank you. She says she's used the Brotherly thread and it embroiders beautifully. I haven't used the variegated yet. Yeah. So I'm just checking. I'm going to first check the variegated to see what the color change is, how it goes. And then I'm going to put it on the embroidery machine where it's going to sew a whole lot faster. Like when I was making those bags and it had all that quilting, I want to see how it's going to handle something like that. Because the last thing you want to do is when you're in crunch time, trying to make somebody something and then your thread keeps breaking every 2 inches. You need to know this stuff, or you need to put it in the trash ahead of time, right? That's why I didn't just buy one brand. I went and bought another one because I probably got some smaller silky variegateds. Yeah. Oh, this is Coates and Clark. So I got some Coates and Clark. The end is off. See where the... Sometimes they have, here it is. It just come off the thing. It's been sitting here for a while. So I have some, but I've been using my variegated threads. And so they're about to wear out. And so I was just trying to get some big spools because I don't want to be bothered with tiny spools anymore. But that's the only one I see right now. But I got more. I got some twisted thread where they take a light color and a dark color in the same color family, and then they'll twist them, and then it calls it a twist thread because you've got a light and a dark mixed together. So let's see. I also use it on my long arm. It's really old machine. Yeah, so Linda Gray says she uses on her. I have some variegated thread that I actually use on my long arm. My whole problem is if I take something out of one area, it won't get back to the area, and then when I need it over there, I won't have it. So that's why I was trying to buy spools specifically for this room. I need to have, remember I had to make a whole bag just for bag making supplies because I kept having to go to 2 different areas to go get different supplies. It's like, girl, just buy another one. It's so much easier. So now I don't have to get up every time because bag making supplies, I have zippers in here for the most part. The rest of it isn't stored in here. Yeah, just zippers have always been stored in here. I was trying to make sure none of you all trying to contact me before I got off of here. That's why I was looking. Okay. So, couple more comments. Hold on. And she says, I have variegated on small spools. Janet says, good night. Happy birthday to November babies. And thank you, T. You're welcome. Good night, everybody. So we're going to, oh. And Darcy's reminding you real quick, hit that thumbs up button before we're done. Thank you, Darcy. I appreciate that. And she says she has to buy multiple spools too because her machines are in different rooms. But if I'm going to spend $15 for one small spool and $8, $9 for this size spool, I don't mind spending $9 and having them in different rooms, you know. If it runs good. So I'll test it out. So I bought one of Isacord just because I was trying to think of another brand that I could get But I'm probably going to end up contacting Sulky and see if I can buy from them wholesale, because I cannot. I like Sulky's variegated thread for some reason. I just want the bigger spools. And I'm not paying $30 for each spool. Not going to do that. So that's going to be it, everybody. You all, thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate you taking your time out. You all stay blessed. Be safe, everybody. And quilt out. Bye.